In the heart of southern Africa, a king stood against the tide of an empire. This is the story of Lobengula, the last ruler of the Ndebele Kingdom, a man whose reign marked the final chapter of a proud nation's independence. When Lobengula ascended to the throne in 1870, he inherited a powerful and unified Ndebele nation. His capital, Bulawayo, was the center of a thriving kingdom. But a shadow was stretching from the south. The British South Africa Company, driven by the relentless ambition of Cecil Rhodes, had its eyes set on the riches rumored to lie within Ndebele land, gold. The pressure was immense. European envoys, traders, and concession seekers became a constant presence at his royal kraal. The turning point came with the Rudd Concession of 1888. Persuaded by clever words and promises, Lobengula granted mining rights to Rhodes's agents. He believed he was allowing a few men to dig a hole, but the document's fine print handed over far more. It was the key that unlocked the door to his kingdom's downfall. Lobengula later tried to repudiate the agreement, even sending envoys to Queen Victoria herself, but it was too late. The gears of colonial expansion were already turning. Rhodes used the concession to obtain a royal charter from Britain, giving his company governmental powers to colonize the land. By 1893, tensions reached a breaking point. The British South Africa Company, having established Fort Salisbury in neighbouring Mashonaland, now sought a pretext to seize Ndebele land outright. A minor border dispute was escalated into a full-blown crisis. The First Ndebele War began. It was a conflict defined by a tragic technological imbalance. The brave Ndebele warriors, armed with spears and shields, charged with immense courage against an enemy wielding the devastating Maxim machine gun. The sound of these guns would echo as a grim soundtrack to the fall of their kingdom. The war's first major clash was the Battle of Shangani. Here, thousands of Ndebele warriors launched a determined attack on the British column. Despite their incredible bravery, they were cut down in waves by the relentless firepower of the Maxim guns. The battle was a massacre, a brutal demonstration of modern industrial warfare against traditional valor. Realizing he could not win a direct confrontation, Lobengula made a strategic decision. He ordered the burning of his royal capital, Bulawayo, denying the invaders the satisfaction of capturing it intact, and began a strategic retreat north towards the mighty Zambezi River. The pursuit was on. A small, elite unit of the company's forces, known as the Shangani Patrol, led by Major Alan Wilson, was sent to capture the king. They track him relentlessly, finally catching up to his party near the Shangani River. Underestimating the strength of the Ndebele rearguard, Wilson and his 34 men crossed the river, only to be cut off when the river suddenly flooded behind them. Trapped and vastly outnumbered, they made their last stand. The Ndebele warriors, commanded by their finest generals, closed in. The Shangani Patrol was completely annihilated, a small victory for the Ndebele, but one that could not change the course of the war. This last stand became a celebrated event in colonial law, but for the Ndebele, it was a defense of their king and their homeland. But the king himself was fading. Weakened by smallpox, which was ravaging his people, and burdened by the immense stress of the invasion and the loss of his kingdom, Lobengula's long flight came to an end. In early 1894, somewhere near the Zambezi, the last king of the Ndebele died. His final resting place remains a secret, a last act of defiance to protect his spirit from his enemies. With his death, the Ndebele kingdom was absorbed into the new territory of Rhodesia. Today, the story of King Lobengula endures. He is remembered not as a defeated king, but as a tragic figure who navigated treacherous political waters with dignity. He was a leader who fought to protect his people from the unstoppable force of colonial expansion, a symbol of resistance whose legacy is woven into the very fabric of modern Zimbabwe. His story is a powerful reminder of the clash of worlds that defined an era, and the enduring spirit of a nation that refused to be forgotten. Thank you for watching, and if you found this story compelling, please like this video and subscribe for more chapters from history.